Okay, y'all, let's talk about this eclipse and magic. I'm gonna give you the whole download on this and where it came from, why it's so very important, the concept of creation, manifestation, what the black sun is, why it is so occulted, why the same things that everybody has such a wild hate for, like, say, oh, I don't know, the most basic symbol of the sun, which is somehow turned into a Nazi symbol, right? But yet it's just a swastika. No, swastikas have been around for sun cults for millennia. And in the same way, the black sun is even more mysterious and more occulted because of what it does and what it is involved with the eclipse and why you can only see it in certain areas. I'll probably have to go over this again for everybody and give different pictures. But as you can see in the middle, there's Rahu. That is the black sun. It's what the black sun does is it turns particles into waves. And what the sun does is turn waves into particles. So the light manifests things in front of you. So therefore, Jesus is the sun god. It's the imagination that's taking place and being delivered to you. But the idea of Satan or a black something, or the black sun, everything to do with the evil occults and all of this, is actually the place that you make waves with your mind to produce a reality. This is in all of my videos, all of my work. You can find all of the clues and hints into this. But this is especially important, and I'll tell you what you should be doing right now. Because I always give you a couple steps and to help you along your way, and especially now, if you can, start fasting. If you can fast on urine, do that. If you want to fast on water, go for it. Fruit juices are great. But start fasting from now until the eclipse. And then the day before the eclipse, the night before the eclipse, you should probably get on a piece of paper with a pencil and go ahead and write down some of your hopes and dreams and desires and create a sigil. And you can use very high level sigil magic. And why this is important, especially why the eclipse is so utterly important, because everyone's going to be looking at it. So their focus and intention helps to bring about a faster manifestation of reality. It's literally happening right there in front of them. You're covering up the particle producing device with the device that produces the waves. You're putting the thing in front of your eyes. It's showing you what it is, the hole into the abyss of all of creation. And it puts it in front of the sun, so therefore the sun doesn't exist anymore when it's in front of it. Why else would the entire plane go black? In the place that the disk is in front of the disk of the sun, the black disk. And you see Rahu there, he's eating the sun, remember. So this is why only in certain spots in the US are you going to be able to see it fully, because it's two disks. And from the angle in those places, you'll be able to, that angle from your eye to where the disks are in the sky will give you a total eclipse. Other parts, it won't be as much because it's two disks, remember. But nonetheless, you're still looking into the abyss. You're looking into creation. And so you'd be very wise as well to look at it with your bare eyeballs. Anybody doesn't know about sun gazing? Well, here, black sun gazing. So you're staring into the portal of creation from the opposite direction. Because normally what people do, because we're so biased towards the sun, and we think that everything is black is evil, and they've even confused things to talk about the moon in a different way. Well, it's not the sun and the moon, it's the sun and the black sun. And it seems to me to be that the moon has its alter ego body as well, but that's for another time. So like Devin Maggie's work of saying the black hole sun is inside of the flat Earth underneath us, I think is a dualistic duality constructing device. I don't think it's in the Earth. It's, why would it be there? It doesn't make any sense, especially when you're going to be able to see its existence in front of you. So if it was actually in the Earth, well then of course he's going to want $100,000 to go take a trip to Mount Meru and go into the what he calls the portal, and so be it. And if that's right, it might be, but you can see this with your own eyes, with your own capacity of what is actually going to occur on the eclipse. And it'd be very wise to use your own eyes to do it, because if you block that ray with the special glasses, you're actually missing what you're supposed to be seeing. Why would you ever need glasses? You should never have glasses on anyways. Why would you need glasses to look at something that is darkening the sky? That wouldn't make any sense, would it? Unless they don't want you to see something. Why? Because it's hidden and occulted, because that kind of power to know and see exactly what is happening is what people try to explain when they have, it's like explaining getting into the astral realms and explaining how creation manifests. Like, you can look at it for yourself. So there's quite a bit of energy and power, and what the reason everything's going on in the news and the media and the divide and why it's going directly across the country is another interesting concept too. But nonetheless, what you should really consider is looking at it and observing it and make it into a ritual, make it into a magical ceremonial thing to produce what all of these people that are doing BOI, blood over intent, to bring heaven upon earth, or whatever their ideas are. It's the same concept. I mean, you're at the precipice. It's like when you're getting out of body, that those two places. When you're out of body and like nothing really matters because your infinite capacity to create, that's where you're standing on this plane when there's an eclipse. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll talk soon.